Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the Daily Tarot for Wednesday, I believe. Wednesday, the 29th of December. Yeah, that's right. 2021. I've shuffled, so I will cut. A bit difficult to work out what day it is at the moment. It's always a bit like that over the Christmas New Year week. Right, this is a major arcana reading. Tower. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Devil in Reverse. Now, we had the Devil in Reverse yesterday. It's a major part of the reading. This is great, actually. This is really, really great. Swift change that no one could have predicted or controlled or make happen or prevent from happening. Wheel of Fortune in the upright. This is a very, very fortuitous shake-up. Now, because this tower is followed by this Wheel of Fortune in the upright and by the Devil in the reverse, I think it's less a sort of traumatic event as, what's depicted here is a traumatic event. Unless you were about to be imprisoned in that tower, in which case it's a great cause for celebration, and perhaps that's the kind of thing we're looking at. But it's swift, it's out of left field, it's force majeure, and out of our hands, and without kind of any real preparation for it. It's just kind of happened. But I mean, look, I'm being very simplistic about this, but we have a good fortune following it, hot on the heels of it. But I mean, it's very swiftness and unexpectedness and unplanned forness. I mean, nobody's ready for this. Nobody expects this. Yeah, it's unexpectedness. Can be a bit discombobulating in and of itself, but the invitation on the table here is to look for the positives in this and look for the opportunities. Where can this take us? Where can this, if we're using this wheel, take us? I love this. I really, really love this. And the Devil in the reverse here, what can we liberate ourselves from in this? Okay, I'm interested in the kind of sequential nature of this. Okay, can we, in the light of this, go back a step and look at what has kept us kind of imprisoned, basically, because it's a number 15, number 16. So we're kind of working our way back towards this. And I think the nature of the potential good fortune, because there is good fortune and bad fortune. We make our own luck to a certain extent. But you see, that's the whole thing about the Tower card. This wasn't about bad luck. It's just one of those things. And where was I going with this? Sorry. Yeah, basically there's the opportunity for liberation in this. This is a prison tower, a watchtower, a kind of controlling factor in the social sphere. Everyone can see this. I mean, the Normans built a load of towers when they came to England in 1066, came and completely took over everything and built a load of towers like this so that the pre-existing population would be very, very, very aware of who was in charge, who was surveying things and who was controlling things. You couldn't miss these. I mean, the Tower of London is a bunch of stuff like this, a bunch of buildings like this. And, it was a bloody great prison in the middle of London, like Abu Ghraib in the middle of London. So there is liberation in this, but it is a bit of a shock. Right. Empress in the reverse. Right, I think this is inviting us to see this as a one-time event and not as part of a sort of the start of a new way of being. And not as something that is going to grow into a whole new kind of reality, or a whole new phase, or a whole new way of living. Certainly not on the social sphere. This is a personal thing. That was the thing. Public sphere, private sphere. Okay, the devil is very, very much the individual and their secret underbelly, underpinnings that keep us kind of rooted to the spot. So we've got this juxtaposition here of the public and the private. And this is telling me, Empress in the reverse, that this is a private matter. This is something that's going to affect us all on the individual, because, you know, we all have our own types of addictions and hooks and ties and chains and binds. Yeah, they're all for the individual here. But what's happening here is very much in the public domain. So what might look like something that's going to affect the whole world, it might feel like your whole world has come crumbling down, but that's not actually the case. It's something that has shifted, or it creates the conditions for the possibility to shift things pretty radically on the private front, on the individual front. Okay, again, this is telling me this is not a big kind of collective thing. And I'm getting the impression from this that what is potentially liberated through this swift change is something that that we kind of always knew was there and has perhaps been bugging us. There's something that's been bugging us, and we get an opportunity, basically. We get an opportunity to slip the chains and make a run for it. Keep an eye out for that. Okay, and Star in reverse. Yeah, this is to do with this Venus retrograde that we're going through at the moment. I mean, Venus is in retrograde in planets concerned with top-down hierarchies and power structures. So, I mean, this is what we've topped the reading out with yesterday, I believe. I have shuffled, but this was in reverse and this was in reverse. So look at your assumptions and kind of givens and long-held beliefs about what control is and what power is. And keep an eye out on this day for an opportunity to flip that on its head. And yeah, that's what I think, what I'm going to call this reading. An opportunity. It's like some guard duty that, you know, all the guards are always on duty in the prison. Okay, one of them's fallen asleep, all right, or one of them like hasn't turned up. There's some swift, unexpected change in the regime, and it gives us an opportunity to release ourselves from what has hitherto been a self-imposed state of imprisonment. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.